Hi everybody, welcome back to Love and Life's Journey. Today's video is another inexpensive DIY Christmas video, and I've got 3 more projects for you because a lot of you commented on the last video and said that you were liking those projects and that you wanted to see more. So let's jump in and get started. So the first project I have for you is this snow globe inspired candle holder. And most of these items you'll be able to find even if your Dollar Tree is picked over. The items that I used for this is this plastic container, and you want to get the one with the white lid like this. And then you'll also want one of these round vases, and this can be found in just the aisle with all the vases. And then you want to make sure that the vase fits on top of the lid of the container like this. You'll need some type of ornament or decoration that fits inside the vase. I'm using this diamond wrap, but you could also just use some type of ribbon. You'll need some faux snow, and you can get this at Dollar Tree or probably at craft stores or maybe even Walmart. And then a small votive candle holder and a candle. This is just a candle I had on hand, but you could also pick up a small LED candle from the Dollar Tree. You also need a dryer sheet and some scissors and a hot glue gun with some glue sticks. I'm using Gorilla Glue Stick. And you may need some Scotch tape depending on what you decide to put in your snow globe. First, you just want to remove the lid from your container, and then take a dryer sheet and wipe out the inside of your vase to help remove any static, and then also on the top of the lid. Then we're going to put our ornament or decoration inside the vase. I'm having to do mine a little bit different because I was planning to just glue it to the top of the lid and then put the vase over the top, but as you can see, that was not going to work. So I had to insert my ornament into the vase first, and then I'm going to have to use a little trick to secure it. But I'm going to add my snow, my faux snow, into the vase, and I've just pre-measured some out, and I'm pouring it in there. And then I'm going to use some ribbon, and you could use string or fishing twine or any type of yarn or anything for this. And I'm just going to cut about a foot-long piece of this, and then I'm going to string it through the rungs of the little sleigh ornament, and then use that ribbon to pull the ornament up to the top of the vase so that it's flush with the top of the vase. And then I'm just going to tape the ribbon down tightly on the outsides of the vase to hold it in place. And this way it will hold the sleigh ornament up to the top of the vase so that I can actually secure it to the lid and hold it in place. Next, I'm just going to add some hot glue to the rungs at the place where they touch the base, and because the sleigh is too big, the rungs don't fully sit flush against the base, so I just put glue on the back, and then I'm holding the lid on until the glue sets up a little bit. Then I can just remove the tape and slide the ribbon right out. So here you can see where I glued the rungs, and it's just in the one place at the very back where they touch the base. Next, I'm going to squeeze a little bit of hot glue in around the base where the glass and the base are touching, and this way it'll help secure it all the way around. Then I'm going to glue some of this red diamond wrap around the base just to dress it up a little bit. And then I just need to add the candle on the top. And I wanted to go ahead and glue the votive holder onto the snow globe. So you could use E6000. Because I have Gorilla Glue sticks in my glue gun, I just went ahead and used that. And so I just secured that to the top. And then you just put the candle in the top and it's finished. For the second project, I will be making these snow globe ornaments. I picked up 2 of the snow globe ornaments from Dollar Tree. And I'll be using some more of the faux snow that I also used in the previous project. And I picked up 2 figurines. I picked out Mickey and Minnie Mouse because we're all about Disney at our house. But there are all kinds of other characters at Dollar Tree. There's Nickelodeon characters, Justice League. There are Disney characters and some superheroes, Marvel, even some wrestling and Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. So there's a whole variety of figurines that you could use in these snow globe ornaments. Again, we'll be using a dryer sheet, and you can pick up a small box of these at Dollar Tree. And you'll also want some type of ribbon just to make a bow for the top of the ornament. And then to embellish the bottom of the ornament, I used the adhesive diamond wrap. I used the silver one on the Minnie Mouse ornament, and I'm going to be using the red diamond ribbon that I used in the previous project for the Mickey ornament. And then, of course, I'll be using my hot glue gun. I also decided that I needed some cardboard, and if you have white, that would work great, or maybe some white foam board. If you don't have white, you could just paint it white. I was just going to glue the figurine to the inside of the lid for the snow globe. However, when I set it in there and put the top on, it just seemed like the figurine was sitting down a little too low. So that's what I'm going to use the cardboard for, is to just cut an insert to put inside of the lid to help raise the figurine up. So I'm just tracing around the ornament, and then I'm going to cut out the cardboard, and I'm going to need 2 for each ornament. So I had traced a total of 4, but then I realized after I cut the first one out that I was going to have to trim it down to fit inside the ornament a little bit better. Because the ornament has to fit down over the top of the cardboard inserts so that the lid will screw on. So once I got the circle trimmed to the right size, then I traced that piece 3 more times and cut the circles out to that size. Then I'm just going to glue one circle on top of the other so that I have 2 cardboard circles, and they are each 2 layers thick. Then I'm just going to glue them inside of the lids of the snow globe ornament. The next step is to glue your figurines to the center of the cardboard. Then I'm going to take my dryer sheet and just wipe down the inside of each ornament, and also I'm going to wipe my figurines down as well, just to help cut down the static so that the faux snow will not stick to the sides of the ornament. Next, you're going to add the snow to the ornament, and you just kind of play around with the level that you want to put in there. At first, I put too much in the ornament, and poor Mickey Mouse was like up to his chest in snow, and I decided that was a little too much, and so I ended up taking some out. I don't show it in the video, but I would recommend that you put a little bit of glue on the lid before you secure it once you've decided how much snow you want to put in there. Especially if you're giving this to kids, you want to make sure that that lid doesn't come off and you don't end up with the little styrofoam snow everywhere. Next, I'm just going to take some ribbon and I'm going to make a simple bow, and I'm going to just glue that to the top of the ornament. If you want to stop here, you can, but I decided I wanted to add a little bit of bling to the bottom of the ornaments just to dress them up a little bit. So for Minnie Mouse, I'm going to use this diamond adhesive wrap, and I'm just going to cut a strip the width of the lid and then just stick that on the base of the ornament. Then I already had this diamond wrap ribbon that I used in the previous project, and so I'm going to use it for Mickey Mouse, and it's a little bit too wide, so I'm going to cut off one row of the little rhinestones on it just to make it fit and be the same width as the one that I put on the Minnie Mouse ornament. This ribbon is not self-adhesive, so I'm just going to use the hot glue gun to attach it to the ornament. And there you go, two really inexpensive, adorable, cute ornaments that are really easy to make.
So the last project I have for you actually came from another YouTube video that I saw. I saw it last year, and it's from Amber at This Southern Girl Can, and I'm going to put the link to her video in the description box below so you can check that out. I wanted to make this last year, but I didn't get a chance, and so I decided to go ahead and make it this year, and I've changed mine up a little bit from what hers is, but the idea is totally hers, and so I just want to give her credit for that, and encourage you to go check out her channel and her video for this project. She has a lot of great DIYs. So anyway, let's just jump into this, and I'm calling it a lighted Christmas diorama.
For this, you'll need a window lid tin from Dollar Tree, and you can also get these at Walmart, and I think I've seen them at Michael's. I also am going to use a sleigh ornament again. I just really like these little sleigh ornaments from Dollar Tree. And also some of the little trees that they had in a 2-pack, and they come in white or green. You'll need some type of filler for the bottom. I'm going to be using this shimmering filler that I got last year at Hobby Lobby. Or you could use the faux snow, but that might be a little messy for this project. So maybe something like fiber fill would work well for this too. I'm also using one of these LED white lights from Dollar Tree. And a package of these glitter snowflake stickers. For tools, you'll need a hot glue gun and glue sticks, some painter's tape, a razor or safety knife, some acrylic paint, and a paintbrush. First, you'll want to remove the lid from your tin, and we're going to need to cut a hole in the back side of the tin using the razor knife. You could probably also use a drill for this and just drill through the back side. We just need a hole for the lights to go through. So you just want to very carefully poke through the tin, and I'm just going to cut out a little square in the back of the tin. Then I'm going to take some painter's tape. You could use probably duct tape or masking tape, just something that you can cut little strips of and put through the hole and tape over the sharp edges so that that you don't get cut, or so that it doesn't cut the wires for your lights as well. Next, I'm going to take some acrylic paint, and this is in a midnight blue color, and I'm just going to paint the bottom of the inside of the tin. And I chose this color because I wanted it to look kind of like a dark night. And I did have to do 2 coats of paint on this to get it to cover the bottom of the tin all the way, and you'll see that second coat here in just a minute. While that first coat of paint is drying, I'm going to get my little sleigh ready, and I wanted to just do a red and white, so I'm going to remove the little decoration that's on the sleigh for now, and I'm going to use these little red packages that I took off of some Christmas picks that I got from Dollar Tree. And since I want to do white and red and silver, I'm exchanging the gold bow that was on there with a silver string that I had, just to make it all kind of coordinate better. Once the first coat of paint is dry, I'm going to go in over the top of that with a second coat, and I'm using a little bit of a lighter color. I decided that that first color was just a little bit too dark, so I'm using a little bit lighter of a blue. I think it's called Uniform Blue by Ceramicoat, but it's just something I had on hand. You can just pick up any kind of acrylic paint or craft paint at Walmart. And I'm leaving a little bit of streaking on this second coat so that the darker paint shows through a little bit, just to give it a little more dimension. So then I'm going to let that paint dry all of the way, and then I decided I wanted to give it a little bit of sparkle, so I had this glitter spray that I had gotten a long time ago that I decided to spray a little bit on there. That step is totally optional, and you don't need to do that if you don't want to, or if you don't have that on hand. Now we're going to put the lights on, and we're going to glue the little battery pack to the bottom of the back side of the tin. And you want to make sure that you have the side that opens facing out so that you'll be able to change the batteries when you need to. So I'm just going to add some hot glue to the other side of it and stick it directly to the tin. And then you'll just need to thread the lights, the string of lights, through that hole that we cut into the inside of the tin so that we can attach those. Once you have the light string pulled all the way through the hole in the tin, then we're just going to bring it up to the top edge of the tin and start gluing it around the edge. And I just put a little dab of glue and stick the wire in it, and I'm gluing where the lights are. That seemed to be the easiest place to glue that string of lights, and it doesn't seem to affect the way the lights look or work. Once you've gone around the inside of the tin once, you're going to want to take your wire and just make a little fold in it so that your second round of lights will be offset from the first one, so that you don't have two lights in the same place, and this will make the lighting more even in your tin. So now it's time to assemble the scene inside of our little tin, and I've chosen a white tree and then of course my little sled that I got ready, and then I've decided I'm going to use the filler that I got at Hobby Lobby last year, and so I'm just going to pull out and decide how much of that I want to use, and before I actually put that in the tin, I'll want to glue my tree inside the tin. Then I can place my filler inside the tin and kind of wrap it around the base of the tree. Then I'm going to glue my packages inside of the little sleigh, since I didn't do that before. And then I'll put the sleigh inside the tin and just secure it with a little glue as well so it doesn't slide around inside there. Then I'm going to take several of my little snowflake glittered stickers from Dollar Tree and just stick them on the back of the tin. And there is a little bit of a trick that I like to use just to make it look a little more interesting, and that is to cut one of the snowflakes in half, and then I'll just use that half and place it right up against the top of the tin, and that way it just uh, looks a little more um, complete, I think. So I decided I wanted to cover up those two little holes that were showing in the sleigh where I removed the original embellishment, and I wanted to stick with the white and red theme, so I just made a little white bow out of a scrap of ribbon, and then just added a few little berries that I had as well, just to finish that off. I decided after the fact that I wanted to put a ribbon or a bow on the top of this Christmas diorama, so I'm just making a bow out of some white ribbon that I had, and I'm just looping it back and forth. This ribbon is not wired, and so I'm making more layers in the bow just to make it a little fuller, since it won't hold its shape by itself as well as wired ribbon would. Once I have as many layers as I want, then I'm just going to take another piece of the ribbon and put it through the bow around it and just tie it in a knot to secure it together. Then you just spread your loops out and kind of fluff up your bow until it looks how you want it to look. And I couldn't wait to see what it looked like with the light on. So here I have the little lights on inside and it looks so cute. But I'm just going to wrap the white ribbon around the outside of the tin one time and just glue it with my hot glue gun just at the top to secure it. Then I'm just going to add my bow at the very top and then it will be finished. I love this project. I love how it came out. I think one of the cool things about it is that it looks cute whether the light is on or whether it's off. So just want to give another shout out to Amber at This Southern Girl Can for coming up with this idea, and be sure to check her channel out, and the link to her video is in the description box below.
Well, I hope you like these 3 inexpensive, easy DIY Christmas projects. They all are really cute decorations, but they are also great for giving away as gifts. And they're so inexpensive to create, but they don't look cheap. And so I hope that you enjoyed them. If you did, please give this video a thumbs up, and it just really helps my channel. So just give it a thumbs up, and if you haven't subscribed yet, please consider subscribing, and don't forget to hit the bell when it pops up so that you can be notified next time I upload new videos. I'll also put the links to my social media accounts in the description box below, so be sure to check those out and follow me on social media. And until next time, thanks for watching, and we'll see you then.